Hello and welcome to Mining Review Africa, and today we are speaking to David Claassen, who's the Managing Director of Trafo Power Solutions, about the company's ever-growing expansion into Africa. David, thank you very much for joining us today.
It's a pleasure. Always good to have these conversations.
Great stuff. Now, Trafo Power Solutions has positioned itself as a key player in Africa by providing tailored electrical power solutions. What do you believe has been the foundation of the success and your ability to serve such a demanding market?
I think it's multifaceted, but one of the most important contributors, in my opinion, is the fact that we try our best to understand the needs of our customers. First and foremost is to understand what their requirements are, and then to be able to tailor our solutions according to that. We very much bring our own experience into the fold, and we have a number of years' experience in Africa, different parts of Africa with different environmental challenges. But at the end of the day, every opportunity is unique, and it's very important for us to understand what the requirement is from our customers to be able to design accordingly and make sure that what we're providing them is correct for the application.
Okay, now building on that, David, you recently supplied over 20 transformers to a mineral sands operation in Mozambique. Now, this highlights your role in supporting mining projects. Can you talk us through the scope of this order and why these units were specifically designed for this particular environment?
Sure. So there were a number of transformers, as you mentioned, over 20 transformers supplied to this project, 22 kV primary voltage with a low voltage secondary. Very interesting transformers, very interesting project. So mineral sands is a highly corrosive environment. The particular area where these transformers were installed in Mozambique, very high humidity. And so the design of these transformers had to take into account these particular aspects. Further to that, the electrical demand on these transformers, the requirement was for the lowest losses possible, which is the SAN 780 edition 5.1. We designed according to that. And the other interesting aspect of this electrically was that there was a very high nonlinear load connected to these transformers. So a very high VSD, variable speed drive load. We had to design accordingly to ensure that the transformer is suited for the harmonic content introduced by this nonlinear load. We had to take into consideration the environmental conditions. We also had to take into consideration that these are installed on mobile skids. And so these are moved around. So mechanically also need to be really rigid. So absolutely nothing standard about these transformers. And we're very proud to have been successful in the design and delivery of such a big batch of these transformers to a really demanding project.
Okay. Now, David, let's move on to logistics and remote access. These are always major challenges in the African mining sector. How does Trafo Power Solutions manage the delivery and installation aspects of this project, and what lessons can you draw from this experience?
From our perspective, everything starts with an understanding of what the challenges are. Very important for us to know what the road is like, what the logistics will be like, what the transport will be like, because that then enables us to design accordingly from the beginning. So the first step is to make sure that the solutions and the products that you're providing are designed accordingly. Second to that is then to leave no stone unturned in terms of how these products are transported. We have support systems for the terminal boxes. We have extra support within the transformer for the active parts, and any kind of auxiliary item that's on the transformer, we try to secure as best as we can. It really does come down to the understanding that we have of the logistic challenge ahead of us and designing accordingly, and then making sure that our packaging is of the highest order.
Great. So now finally, David, looking ahead, how do you see the company evolving its role in African mining and power sectors, and what can customers expect from Trafo Power Solutions in the future?
I think more presence in more places, if I could put it that way. Trafo Power Solutions has been involved in projects all over Africa and indeed globally too. From our perspective, it's one thing to understand how to execute the project and how to understand the logistics of getting these solutions to site. And the other aspect which is really important to us is to be able to provide our clients with after-sales service as quickly as possible. So already many of the locations we've worked at, we have local partnerships, and our objective and our aim for moving forward is to increase this presence through either distributors or direct presence from our perspective. In that way, we can support our clients from an after-sales perspective in a much better way.
Great stuff. Well, David Claassen, Managing Director of Trafo Power Solutions, it's always great to hear your insights. Thank you for joining us on Mining Review Africa today.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure.